Hello guys, what is up? My name is 100 Black and White and welcome to another Pokemon Showdown video. Remember guys, if you like to battle me, my Showdown name is in the top right corner of the screen, or if you forget for some reason, I will put down in the description below for you guys to challenge me. I have teams in Ubers to PU. I'm starting to make multiple teams right now, so I don't only have one team to battle people with. So I wanted to make a UU team. I want to go down the showdown tiering list once again, making another team for each tier since I only had one before. I wanted to save Ubers for last because that's like the more better tiers in my opinion, because you can only use a limited amount of like an even smaller list of Pokemon, and they all pretty much have the same movesets. But anyways, so I'm doing UU today, and I wanted to make a team around especially offensive reuniclus. Now as you can see here, reuniclus has an enormous amount of HP and special attack as it is, so I wanted to kind of make like especially offensive one because reuniclus is really bulky and it can do a lot of damage if people choose not to do it. They more like use it for like especially defensive tank. So that's why I wanted to use reuniclus. Also, I think that people forget about reuniclus. It's a really powerful Pokemon with that high special attack stat, and it has a pretty good moveset. So anyways, here's my reuniclus. I made it calm nature, so it has extra special defense because it has enough special attack and HP already. I have Life Orb Magic Guard, so it can do more damage because Reuniclus, like most Pokemon, Reuniclus does a lot of damage. It's just that sometimes it's just like this much more to knock out a Pokemon. So that's why I have Life Orb, and Magic Guard prevents it from taking damage from the Life Orb and taking damage from Toxic and Burn, which are some things that they might do to Reuniclus. So we have Psychic, Calm Mind to boost its special attack and special defense even further, Signal Beam, and Grass Knot, because I saw through the UU list that there are a lot of Pokemon weak to grass. So I put Grass Knot there just for coverage. Then we have our physically defensive Chestnut. This is for dark type moves like Knock Off, dark type Pokemon like Crocodile, Honchkrow, etc. etc. Physically defensive with bulletproof just for so I can switch it in on moves like Shadow Ball, Bullet Seed, Seed Bomb, etc. etc. It has Spiky Shield, Spikes, Drain Punch, and Seed Bomb. Spikes for hazards, Spiky Shield if I can get any residual damage off, that would be nice. Drain Punch and Seed Bomb just for stab, and if I have like all what's it called? If I have all status moves on it, then it can be weak to taunt, so that's why I don't want to have all status moves. Good night. Then we have Vaporeon here. This is our specially defensive wall. You can see the EVs I put in it there. With leftovers, water absorb, Scald, Heal Bell, Toxic Ice Beam. Again, I didn't want to put all static moves on it because of the fact that if it gets taunted, it'll be completely useless and to switch it out. I put Ice Beam on there because there are fairly a large amount of grass slash flying types that aren't weak to Scald. So Ice Beam is just for coverage, and also if I can do damage on it. If I get a freeze somehow, that would be really nice too. But that's why I have it. Then we have, since we have our two walls and Reuniclus could potentially be another wall, we have our Nidoking here. Now personally, my favorite is physically offensive Nidoking because originally Nidoking only gets physical. Oh my gosh, sorry. Nidoking only gets physical moves when it levels up. It gets like Thrash, Horn Attack, Fury Attack, I think in Gen 1, and so on and so forth. It doesn't really get special moves, but a lot of people like the Spiritual variant more, but I personally like the physical variant. So you have Life Orb, Sheer Force. Again, Sheer Force prevents it from taking Life Orb damage, so Nidoking will be able to do more damage while not taking the Life Orb residual damage. And it has Stab, Earthquake, Poison Jab for Stab, Sucker Punch for priority, and Thunder Punch, because again, there are a lot of water types, and that's why I want to put Thunder Punch on Nidoking. Yeah. Huh? What? Yes. No, I'm not. I'm recording a video. Yes. No. Ah. Alright. Fine. Alright. Okay, I'll try not to. Alright. Then, sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of this because Windows update. Then we have, like I said, Thunder Punch on Needle King for coverage for all the water types. Then we have another physically offensive mon being Entei. Ooh, I don't have a light. I don't have a put so bad. Actually, let's put Shuka Berry. I think that there are a lot of Pokemon in this tier that have Earthquake or can use Earthquake. So let's try put the Shuka. The Muscle Band. Let's go Muscle Band. I don't want to risk it. So we have Entei here now holding the Muscle Band with. Does he get any ability? Oh, it gets Flash Fire. Nice. Okay, with Flash Fire. And it's another physically offensive mon because we don't want to solely rely on one Pokemon for being physically offensive. So we have Entei here, Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Ironhead Bulldoze, Jolly Nature, and Nidoking's Jolly Nature as well, just for added speed. And finally we have Zapdos here. This is like our Thunder Wave like immunity Pokemon because in my opinion when you make a team you want to have a Pokemon that's immune to Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Thunder Wave in some fashion, whether it be to these three Pokemon where Nidoking can't be toxic, Zapdos can't be paralyzed, Entei can't be burned, and reuniclus cannot be poisoned or burned and take damage from it. You kind of want to build your team around it. So I chose Zapdos just so I can switch it on a Thunder Wave. And I made it hold the choice scarf because there are some extremely fast Pokemon in this tier like Aerodactyl, there is Honchkrow, there is other Scarf Pokemon that could potentially be Scarfed. So I made Choice Scarf, Timid, 252, and like, speed and special attack. And then Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Extra Sensory, and Heat Wave. So, like all my videos, we're gonna try and see how many times we can get a win with this team. Oh, they're hitting. That's weird. So it's weird that Showdown puts the hidden abilities on, but it's not released yet. So okay. So we're gonna wait. Oh, okay. So Sacred Fire. So Sacred Fire has to be shiny. I'd rather have like Flare Blitz on it, honestly. If I can't use Sacred Fire, I'd rather have Flare Blitz. There we go. Are we all good now, Showdown? Oh, it has extreme speed. Sacred Fire, it's extreme speed. Um, really, I really want it to be Jolly. What happens if I change the Adamant? No, I really want it to be Jolly. So I'll take out extreme speed for. I mean, Boto's already reduces speed, which is pretty good. I'm gonna put Stone Edge on it. Why not? Let's put Stone Edge on it. Okay, so now we should be all good. What is the move? What is it Bolt? Is it Iron? What the heck? Because I got rid of Sacred Fire and Extreme Speed. Is it Bulldoze? Is it Iron Head? If it's Iron Head, then let's switch it with. I'm gonna switch it with Will-O-Wisp because why not? It's always okay to have a Will-O-Wisp Pokemon just for physical attackers. Are we good now? Oh my gosh. Really, it could not have any of those 4 moves without it being adamant? Holy gosh, okay. Just in case it gets toxic, I'm gonna put facade on it. Just gonna put facade on it just in case it gets toxic. Okay, now are we good? Are you kidding me? I got rid of all. Is Flare Blitz really an event specific move? I'm gonna put Flame Charge. Let's do that. Let's do that. I really don't want to make it adamant. Okay, I'm alright with that. Really? Are you serious? I have to wait 3 minutes? Oh, now you can see when I'm recording, right? But I'll use my phone too. Oh, okay, now I got a. Oh, okay, I'm so confused. Okay, so this person has an Infernape, a Honchkrow, a Goodra, a Galvantula. Sorry, that's my phone if you heard it. Galvantula, Chestnut, and Blastoise. Now, I predict the Galvantula or the Chestnut lead first. So I'm gonna start with Entei. Because either the Galvantula is gonna be first for Sticky Webs, or the Chestnut's gonna be first for the Rocks and the Spikes. But here we have Orb Weaver, the Galvantula. I'm gonna Flame Charge. There you go. It's just gonna set up sticky webs. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm just gonna Flame Charge again. I'm gonna switch out into Tank Man. Can I get the burn on it? Oh no, Flame Charge isn't burn. I'm thinking. Okay, so this is obviously a Mega Blastoise. It's gonna Water Pulse me. So I'm gonna switch into my Vaporeon. Ah, bug. Tank Man, there's Water Pulse. Thank you. Free switch. Now, none of his Pokemon is immune to Toxic, so I'm just gonna Toxic right now. Dark Pulse, I'm okay with that because I'm especially defensive. There's a Toxic. And now, he either switches in taking more residual damage, and none of his Pokemon can heal Blastoise. None of them have Wish. Blastoise doesn't have Recovery at all. So I'm just gonna Scald, get damage off. As we see here that switches into Tank Woman, the Chestnut, and I get the crit on Skull, but no burn. I'm gonna Toxic this again. I'm gonna Toxic this thing now, because this thing is an annoying wall. It is an annoying wall. Yes, he could Seed Bomb, Wood Hammer, whatever it is he wanted to do. I mean, but we see that he just Toxic me, which is perfectly fine, because if he doesn't go for Grass move, I'm gonna risk the Heal Bell. There's the lead cheat. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm gonna get rid of the Toxic now. And now, since I think he's just gonna use Toxic again, I'm gonna switch into Nidoking. This thing seems like just a wall. Okay, so it's basically like a spike setup for like kind of like mine, but mine has like moves on it. Okay, so can this thing take a poison jab? It might be able to take a poison jab, but after toxic damage, it's been like 2 turns of toxic, right? So it should be able to go down after this poison jab. So yeah, it's gonna switch out back into the Blastoise. There's a lot of damage going on, making poison jab a 2-hit KO. So I'm gonna just go for poison jab here. Not gonna use the Earthquake because he does have the Honchkrow here that is immune to Earthquake. But there goes the Mega Blastoise. So now my Entei basically can go House on his team once I get rid of the Goodra. So here comes the Honchkrow. Honchkrow could Sucker Punch right now, but I'm just gonna go for Thunder Punch. Brave Bird is a 1-hit KO. That's good to know. That's good to know that Brave Bird is a 1-hit KO. We do see that he is Moxie. So right now I'm gonna switch into Zapdos. Unless he goes for Sucker Punch and unless he's Scarf, I believe I outspeed him. So I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt. There we go. Now the Honchkrow is gone. So now literally my Entei goes ham on his. Oh wait, no, the Gudra is not down. The Honchkrow is out. So we do see that Gudra got switched in. I'm gonna switch out into Vaporeon because it's specially defensive. It can take a hit whatever Gudra wants to send it. There's an Ice Beam, that's fine, I can take that. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Toxic this thing now. There's a Thunderbolt, it's perfectly fine, I'm especially defensive, and there's a Toxic. Now as long as this thing is not Hydration and it doesn't have Rain Dance, this Gudra is basically gonna go down in like 5 turns. So I'm gonna Ice Beam, but I'm pretty sure, yep, just gonna go for Thunderbolt, that's perfectly fine. I did get paralyzed, I do get the Ice Beam off, doing a little bit more damage. And again, Goodra has no recovery. Goodra has no recovery whatsoever. So right now it's just gonna Thunderbolt me. I'm just gonna stay in because you're just taking more toxic damage. At this point, I might as well just sack off my Vaporeon to get your Goodra super low. So I can just switch in another Pokemon and one hit KO it. There you go, there's a Goodra. At this point, I'm really confident in myself in going to reuniclus and setting up a Calm Mind. Goodra dies to Toxic no matter what, and I have Magic Guard, so Toxic won't affect me. I'm okay, I'm specially defensive, so I can take that, and now I have a Calm Mind up. And right now, Infernape's really weak to Psychic, Chestnut's really weak to Psychic, and Galvantula is really low, so I'm gonna Psychic right now. There's a Toxic, but it's okay because I'm Magic Guard, so I'm not gonna be taking toxic damage or the spikes damage at all, which is really good. Here's a Psychic to your face. What are you going to do? You have nothing for me. You just gonna do diddly squat. I'm gonna be eating it up even though I'm especially defensible. There's a oh. Mmm. 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 Well, that's alright because I have 3 other Pokemon. So I'm gonna Psychic. If he doesn't want a U-turn, there's a U-turn. So my Reuniclus is gonna go down. Now I can go into Entei right here. And I think he's going to Earthquake, but I'm gonna go for the Facade just to get damage off. Close combat. Okay, so Facade should be able to take it out. Since, ooh, wow, that doesn't take it out, but I got the crit. But it doesn't matter if I did get the crit or not, because my Zapdos kitty just came in. He has 2 close combat drops now, and I can just go into Zapdos right now, and I can simply just click Thunderbolt and win. And there we go. Also have extra sensory for fighting types in this game, in this tier. But that's alright. There's our first win, really fast. Gonna search for another game. Not another game, but another battle. Gonna search for another one. Hopefully we get it soon. I don't know. I don't even know how long this video is already. Okay, so here we have another game. Ooh, a Zoroark and an Absol. Ooh, interesting. I love seeing Pokemon. Not very easy. So we have a Vaporeon, an Absol, a Chestnut, a Gallade, a Zoroark, and an Aggron. So I predict the Aggron to start first. Setting up the rocks. I'm gonna start out with Chestnut here. Ooh, see Vaporeon. Now, even if I get Scald Burned by this Vaporeon, I can Heal Bell with mine. So I'm just gonna set up spikes at the moment. Oh, this is a Zoroark because it used Flamethrower. And for those of you who don't know, thanks. Oops, and there's the screen. Thanks, you too. And for those of you who don't know, Vaporeon cannot learn Flamethrower. So since I know that this thing is Zoroark right now, I'm going to switch out into our specially defensive Vaporeon. I will take that, no problem. I'm alright with that. Now, could switch into his own Vaporeon, predicting the water type moves, in case it's water for as well. So I'm going to talk it right now. But the Chestnut comes out. I'm going to talk to this Chestnut, which is really good because again, Chestnut is a physically defensive monster. And I do not want to be mean. I mean, good luck to you too. So here we have Chestnut here. I'm predicting a Wood Hammer or something like that. So I'm gonna go into my Chestnut. Hopefully I can take one. But goes for the Legion. I'm completely immune to that. I'm gonna get the lefties recovery from that. Now Chestnut doesn't really have anything for me. And since we know that the Zoroark is switched out and this cannot be the Zoroark, I can set up a secondary spikes. So here we have the Vaporeon, which is probably obviously the Zoroark, since you can scroll over and see that it used Flamethrower. That's kind of a bad thing about Showdown, because I can scroll over this and know that this is the Zoroark since it used Flamethrower before. But we have 2 left of spikes, so I'm gonna switch back into Vaporeon because I have nothing to lose in that. He can predict that going for it. Ooh, a U-turn. U-turn, interesting. But like many teams in the UU tier, he has nothing to get rid of Hazard, so he is gonna be taking residual damage every time he switches in. Not residual damage, Hazard damage every time he switches in from the spikes that we have set up. So here we have a Glade. This could be a Mega Glade. Sorry, there's a bug on my computer. This could be a Mega Glade. So it's gonna probably go for the Psychic move. In case I want to switch in my Chestnut because it's a physical ball. So I'm gonna Scald here. I think I can take one. Goes for the close combat, gets the crit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my Vaporeon, sorry, there's just a bunch of bugs around here. So he got the crit close combat. His defenses are lower, so I think that I know I just don't like it when it happens to me. So right now Glade is at -1 special defense. I think a Thunderbolt will kill. If not, I'm gonna Volt Switch. No, I don't think a Thunderbolt would kill. So just gonna go for another close combat. Honestly, I'm gonna switch into my Chestnut because I don't really need Chestnut. There's a Stone Edge. Ooh, there's a Stone Edge. Okay, so the Stone Edge miss is very unfortunate for him, but right now he's obviously gonna go for the Psychic move. So we see Stone Edge and close combat. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Psychic type, the Psycho Cut or Zen Headbutt, whatever. So I'm gonna switch into reuniclus. Now I know that I can't really take physical hits, but since it's resisted, I should be able to take it. There it is. I'm not gonna be able to live with Stone Edge, but I have to go for Psychic to get damage up. It has Night Slash? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I will be able to take on the Glade, but I had Night Slash instead of Shadow Sneak, which I thought. Here's the Absol. I love seeing Pokemon with different sets that I love that Night Slash Glade totally caught me off guard. Okay, so here we have Absol. This is probably Mega. Could go for Swords Hands or a Sucker Punch. So I'm gonna switch into Chestnut because normally Absols are physical. Yes, it does have Psycho Cut, but there's the Night Slash. Okay, now it's obviously gonna go for Psycho Cut. I'm gonna try Drain Punch if I can live a Psycho Cut and then get my health back. Oh, play Ralph, that too. But I do live because I am physically defensive, and the Drain Punch will take out the Absol. I'm gonna get back 30% of my health, which is awesome. So we have a decently bulky Chestnut down. This is obviously the Zoroark once again because it's already been damaged beforehand. So it's obviously gonna go for Flamethrower. I'm gonna switch it to Entei. Goes for Flamethrower. It's okay. I'm resisted. But right now I'm gonna Willow because right now he's either gonna switch into the Vaporeon, which is that. So Will-O-Wisp will do residual damage on it. It could have also switched into the Aggron, which I wanted to get Willowed just in case it was a physical offensive variant, or it could have swapped into the Chestnut, which it probably wouldn't because I am a fire type. So here we have Vaporeon. I'm gonna switch into Chestnut. I can take a Scald. I'm pretty sure I can take an Ice Beam, but there's a Toxic. I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. So now I'm gonna set up my third lair. I'm gonna use Seed Bomb on this. There's a Wish. I'm gonna Seed Bomb. Hopefully this kills. Ooh, it does 50%. Okay, so obviously this Vaporeon is gonna protect. I think this is a protect Toxic Wish variant, so I'm gonna set up my third layer of spikes. There's a protect. I'm alright with that because I got my third layer of spikes on that, which would be really good because it breaks Aggron's 30. It does more damage to his other Pokemon as well. So I think right now I'm gonna go for the Seed Bomb, even though the Wish is gonna come out. Hopefully the burn kills. Yeah, the burn does kill even with the left. Oh no. So it's just gonna protect now. I'm gonna say this just for death fodder. And I'm gonna switch in my I'm gonna switch in my Zapdos because I don't really need Zapdos at all. Here's an Aggron, which Nidoking outspeeds. Zorak, it outspeeds Zorak, and Chestnut. So I really don't need Nidoking. If it doesn't outspeed Zorak, then oh well. But right now, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt, see how much damage it does. You could switch out, but that's free damage off on any Pokemon he switches out into. There's a Protect going on. Seeing what I'm gonna do. Man apples, I love them. Okay, I'm gonna go for another Thunderbolt. See how much it does to his Vaporeon. Ah, so good. Switches into Chestnut, which will die to my Thunderbolt. Or the toxic damage, whichever he wants to die to. There you go, there's the Chestnut. I'm sorry guys, I'm touching the laptop screen, it affects the video, but there are bugs all over this place. So switches back into Zoroark. That's okay because since I'm Scarf, I outspeed his Zoroark no matter how fast it is. So I'm gonna Thunderbolt it. Oh, this thing is scarred. Nice. Nice. Scarf. No, alright. I'm gonna take that out there. I don't really need Zapdos anymore, so I can just Thunderbolt right here. We do see that's Mega Aggron. It takes 55% to a Thunderbolt. There's a Heavy Slam, but since Electric types resist Steel, I won't go down to it. You know Aggron is much heavier than I am. So there we go. GG. Period. GG. Here's the Vaporeon. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt this, and there we go. There is our second win of the video. Yeah, it was. So we're gonna find a third challenger. Ooh, okay. We have Duelade Blastoise, which is obviously a Mega Blastoise, because no one except for me runs regular Blastoise. Entei Shaman, my second favorite Pokemon, Electivire, and Nidoking. So I actually don't know who's gonna lead here. None of them have like U-turn. None of them have hazards. None of them have Volt Switch, unless this is a special Electivire, which again only I run. So I'm gonna start with Chestnut. We see the Blasters coming out first. I can take any hit you want, even Ice Beam. So I'm gonna set up with Letter Spikes. Switch it out into the Entei. Okay, gonna get one Letter Spikes off. Now I'm gonna Spiky Shield, seeing what this Entei wants to do. Entei goes for the Sacred Fire. Okay, so you have Sacred Fire. I'm gonna switch into my own Entei, predicting the Sacred Fire. Okay, there's a Sacred Fire. It still does so much damage. Now that I know that now that I know from the Showdown notifications telling me that all shiny Enteis have to be adamant, I know that my Entei outspeeds. So I'm gonna go for Stone Edge right here. Switch it out, goes into Blastoise. If I can land the Stone Edge, that's gonna be doing some damage to him. 34%, not bad. Right now, obviously water attack coming my way, so switching out into Vaporeon. He wants to use Ice Beam as well to predict my Chestnut. That's okay, I can take that too. But there's a Water Pulse, free switching. Is this not Mega? He forfeited. Okay, that's okay. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna find another opponent. Ooh, Mega Beedrill. Okay, so Mega Beedrill, Honchro, Mandibuzz, Flygon, Goodra, and Nidoking. Why am I lagging so much? Holy gosh. So with all the fine types, I'm gonna start with Vaporeon. Gosh, why am I lagging so much? Sorry guys, I'm gonna just sign on to Skype real fast. Let's see, that makes it faster. Oops, sorry. Close. Okay, so we do see the Mega Beedrill start. It's either gonna U-turn right now or just set up. So I'm gonna Scald. See what it does. Knockoff? Okay. So I no longer have leftovers on Vaporeon, but if I can get the burn. Don't get the burn. Alright. So I'm gonna Scald again. See what he wants to do. He has no Pokemon immune to Scald, and especially if any of these four Pokemon get burned, that's like, oh my gosh, it takes me out. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm kind of scared of Beedrill. Okay, going on to Zapdos. This does 80, 160 because of super effectiveness. This does 90. I'm gonna Thunderbolt. This could be a switch into Flygon or Nidoking, but I need to take the Beedrill out. There we go, Beedrill goes down. I'm sorry that's laggy, I have no idea why. The only thing running is OBS, so I have no idea why it's lagging right now. Maybe just Showdown, I have no idea. But he gets Flygon. Gonna obviously Stone Edge, gonna switch into Chestnut. Power Up Punch. Okay, I think you're just gonna Power Up Punch again, so I'm gonna Seed Bomb. Get some damage off on you. You're obviously not a Scarf Flygon, so that's good to know. So I can hit you with extra sensory once. The thing about his team is that he has two flying types, which my physical wall is a Chestnut, which probably, even though there is a physical wall, it takes like 2 to 1 hit to die to a flying type attack. Okay, switch out to Sudoku. Oh gosh, it's a Sap Zipper. Okay. Hopefully this isn't a physical Sudoku, else we're in some trouble. I'm gonna set up spikes. Okay, so just a special variant, which is really bad because Chestnut took a lot of damage. I got a layer of spikes off, which only affect Nidoking and Sliggoo, which I don't understand why I did that. So be taking the Ice Beam again. I'm gonna go out to Entei. Go for the Ice Beam again. I do take it because it's resisted. Now I'm gonna couldn't Muddy Water. I don't know Willow. Willow. Get some residual damage on this thing. Just keeps going for Ice Beam. Alright. I'm gonna try to go for Stone Edge. See how much that does. Gosh, it's just so laggy. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. I'm gonna do the timer out just in case. Really good. So I got the Stone Edge, I got the crit, which is really unfortunate on this person's part. Can I please type? And he does get the unfortunate Draco Meteor miss, so now you just go for Facade and take out the Sudoku. One of the major problems in my opponent's team is he could have switched in that to like anything. Here comes the Flygon. Now this thing is obviously going to Stone Edge me, so I'm going to sack off my Chestnut here. Earthquake, that too. Oh, I went for Earthquake, so now it's going to go for a free power punch. So if I can get the Seed Bomb, that'd be great. If not, then, oh well. We have a 100% flag on our case. Gets the crit, which, crit for crit, that really mattered. And I'm pretty sure I would have lived the Earthquake if it resisted. So this Flygon is Scarfed, maybe? I'm gonna go out into Zapdos. And I'm gonna go for an extra sensory to just get damage out. Hopefully it flinches too. That'd be really good for us. Oh, these apples are so delicious. So Flygon switches out, goes into Mandibuzz. Sucks because now he knows that I have extra sensory. Now this thing is obviously gonna go for a knockoff. I'm gonna switch into my Entei. There's my pressure going up. There's knockoff. Taking down 22%. So I'm gonna Willow right now. Get residual damage on Mandibuzz. Sorry again. Sorry that I'm turning on my fan. Sorry if you can hear it, or if it bothers you. It's just really hot right now. So goes into mana, but I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. Nothing on his team really appreciates a Will-O-Wisp except maybe the Nidoking if it's special. But there's a Will-O-Wisp. I'm reducing the damage and mana it takes. There's a Foul Play. Okay, and now I'm gonna go for Stone Edge, get as much damage out as possible. But of course, because of Stone Edge, I miss. So my NT is gonna go down. And are you more of a physical or special wall? I can't remember. I'm gonna go into Zapdos. Now I'm gonna Thunderbolt, pretending that he's not gonna switch out into Flygon. Yeah. Pretending that you're not gonna switch out into Flygon, I'm gonna Thunderbolt. Or Nidoking, I'm gonna Thunderbolt. His Pokemon are his team's actually really annoying for the Zapdos, for my Zapdos, because okay, that's awesome. Mana Buzz is gonna go down. This is really annoying because his Flygon is immune to extrasensory. His Flygon and his Honchkrow is immune to extrasensory, and his Nidoking right here and the Flygon are immune to Thunderbolt. So since he knocked out my Scarf, I can now go for extrasensory. I think I can live with Sludge Wave, which I do, which is fine. I'm gonna extrasensory, bringing the Nidoking down that much, so I can just Sucker Punch it whenever. I'm gonna go for another extrasensory. He's obviously gonna just Sludge Wave to kill out my Zapdos. Right? Aren't you just gonna, why don't you just click Sludge Wave to kill off my Zapdos? That's the best thing right now. You could also get a free switch into your Honchkrow, but I mean, that's also the thing. But yeah, just killing out my Zapdos with another Sludge Wave. So now I can switch into Nidoking right now and go for a Sucker Punch. I could have also switched into reuniclus actually instead of a Calm Mind, but I think Honchkrow kills me with a Night Slash crit and a knockoff. So that's also something. If he stays in it and lets me kill off this Nidoking, that'll be awesome. But his Flygon kind of wins in the team because reuniclus doesn't take physical hits. Flygon faster than Nidoking for sure. And Honchkrow can just Sucker Punch whatever damage that Flygon does to my reuniclus, even if it's a 1-hit KO. But there we go, keeping Nidoking in. Wait, I thought Sheer Force canceled out Life Orb damage. Weird. I thought Sheer Force canceled out Life Orb damage. Did they change it? Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna Sucker Punch because it's obviously just gonna go for Earthquake. I'm gonna get damage out, but here's the Earthquake. There it is. Knocking out my Nidoking. Now, if my Reuniclus can live an Earthquake and a Night Slash, that'd be awesome. But I'm gonna just go for Psychic. There, I take 50% from it. Psychic, getting the crit, taking it out. I'm sorry, but you win anyways. GG. So obviously this thing is just gonna go for a Night Slash or something like that. So I'm gonna, or just a Brave Bird, that works too. But I was just gonna click Signal Beam just in case Reuniclus lives, but that's alright. Every time, every so often you have to lose a battle, so that's awesome. That's not awesome, but it's a good learning experience. So I'm gonna end out the video there with the introduction by my mom and my dad and my long introduction in general and how long these battles take. So thank you all for watching. Remember, if you like to battle, if you're on the channel me to battle, I have teams from UU to PU. My name is in the top right corner. If you don't see it, it will be in the description down below. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.